The Afghanistan War. A comprehensive overview. The Afghanistan War, also known as the Afghan War, has been one of the longest and most complex conflicts in modern history. It began in October 2001, following the September 11th attacks, and eliminate the terrorist group Al-Qaeda. The initial invasion saw U.S. forces entering Afghanistan with the primary goal of bringing Osama bin Laden to justice and preventing further terrorist attacks. Early visuals of U.S. troops landing in Afghanistan, the rugged terrain, and the faces of determined soldiers set the tone. President George W. Bush, in a solemn address, declared that the U.S. would not rest until those responsible for the attacks were brought to justice. As the narrative unfolds, images of major battles and operations like the Battle of Tora Bora, the Siege of Kunduz, and the Battle of Panjwai illustrate the intensity and scale of the conflict. The role of international forces under NATO's International Security Assistance Force, ISAF, highlights the global coalition's efforts to stabilize the region. The invasion of Afghanistan was justified by the need to dismantle the Taliban regime, which had provided sanctuary to Al-Qaeda. Over images of destroyed Taliban strongholds, President Hamid Karzai emerges as a pivotal figure, working alongside international forces to rebuild the country. Despite initial successes, the war faced significant challenges. Footage of ambushes, roadside bombings, and civilian casualties underscores the persistent insurgency led by the Taliban, who regrouped and launched guerrilla warfare against coalition forces. The war's impact on Afghanistan is profound. Visuals of ruined infrastructure, displaced families, and the struggles for education and women's rights offer a somber reflection of the country's plight. The narrative also delves into the human cost of the war, both for Afghan civilians and international soldiers. Key moments include President Barack Obama's troop surge in 2009, aiming to quell the resurgent Taliban. This is portrayed through images of increased military presence and strategic offensives. The gradual drawdown of U.S. forces begins under President Obama and continues under President Donald Trump, reflecting shifting strategies and the complexities of negotiating peace. The war's global impact includes strained international relations, the rise of regional powers, and debates over military intervention and nation-building. The narrative concludes with the signing of the Doha Agreement in February 2020, marking the beginning of the end of U.S. involvement. Visuals of the signing ceremony and the subsequent withdrawal of forces encapsulate the war's final chapter. Throughout the video, a solemn and reflective background score underscores the gravity of the events,